you're looking for 2 easy tricks to learn in one day, you've come to the right place. And that is pending that you can ride around on your board nice and comfortably and just like do all sort of the basics. Both of these tricks don't require an ollie, so it's something you can practice while trying to ollie and even before you learn to ollie. So it's just a good few little things to have up your sleeve, even if you want to play a game of skate with some mates. Welcome back to another video, guys. I hope you're going well wherever you are. So it's not a bad day in Melbourne, and I hope you're ready to learn the 2 easiest tricks, or probably 2 easiest tricks in my book, I reckon, that you can learn on a skateboard: nollie front shove and the fakie front shove. There is 2 ways you can sort of learn this trick as well. You can learn it by popping it and not popping it. We're going to go the non-popping option today because in my opinion, it's a lot easier to learn this one, and it's probably a little bit easier to control as well. What makes these tricks so easy in my opinion is because you don't really have to do much. It's all momentum and pressure, and that makes up pretty much 90% of the trick, and that's how you're going to learn these tricks in one day, in my opinion. Like I said, if you have the basics of skateboarding down, just like being comfortable on your board, being able to push around, because before you do any tricks, I really recommend you like learning how to push around, have your kick turns, being able to roll off gutters and stuff like that, because if you have those things, I can almost guarantee you could learn these 2 tricks in one day. So let's talk foot positioning. Nollie and fakie will be the same. The only difference is nollie that you're using your front foot, and fakie you're using your back foot that you usually pop with, like when you try and do an ollie and stuff like that. So both principles are the same for the same trick. The principles are the same for both the tricks, it's just depends which way you're going. So for your non-popping foot, have it somewhere usually up, covering the bolts is good. It just really acts as like a good stability pillar, because the front foot, or the foot that doesn't pop, really does nothing, because once after you do that pressure pop, that's what I call it, because most of it's pressure in my opinion, the front foot just like hovers up above the board that little bit, and so you can just like catch it again quickly, because after you do all that, you just like jump back a little bit, and we'll get a little bit more into that soon. So I mentioned that front foot and the popping foot slash the pressure, and that's really where the secret of the trick is. That popping foot, front or back, wherever you're doing a fakie or nollie, I like to put my heel or even my ball of my foot right in this pocket, even on that slight angle a little bit, with my toes facing away that I'm rolling. Having it right in that pocket just gives you that perfect, in my opinion, that perfect little pressure point that'll help that board come around. And once you like learn how much pressure to put in that pocket, it'll rotate straight under your feet. You can practice this by rolling and just flicking the board behind you. You can even practice it by flicking the board like straight behind you, stationary as well. If you do it stationary, this is probably like an easier, cheap way of learning how to front shove as well. But all you're doing really is like putting a lot of pressure in that back heel in that pocket, and like popping it down and rotating, and using the momentum that you're going as well to bring that board around. Once you have that feeling of being able to pop it down and figuring out where to put that pressure on in the board, and you're getting that rotation, now all you have to do is have a little bit of confidence, go nice and slow. You don't have to go fast with this, and it's like pop, or like pop and pressure it, and then just jump back a little bit. So because like if you go jump straight up and down, the board will fling behind you, so just jump that back a little bit, catch it with both feet and roll away. 2 things just to remember is to make sure you keep your shoulders parallel with the board and also parallel with the ground, because if you're afraid of slipping out, like one thing will always lead to slipping out is if your shoulders are not parallel to the surface that you're riding. So whatever surface you're trying to do your front shove or nollie front shove and fakie front shove, the 2 tricks that you're going to learn today, make sure you keep your shoulders parallel with your riding surface, because if you're riding along, say, this surface behind me that's flat and we're like this, you're going to shoot out that way. So no matter the surface, make sure you keep that, jump straight up, jump that little bit back, put the pressure in that little pocket there, you push it down, it'll spin around like that, you jump back, pop on it, roll away, and it's happy days. Once you've got the hang of this, you can this is the building block of learning like nollie and like fakie, and nollie and fakie big spins. So once you do that, you start chucking your shoulders into it, doing a 180 and getting that board around. Like I said, it's a building block to other tricks like that. And I hope all this made sense, guys. Hopefully you can pick this up. I really reckon anyone can pick this up pretty quickly. It's one of those tricks that a friend of mine or a couple of friends of mine like sort of forced me to play a game of skate. This game of skate sort of learned me, or forced me to learn this trick. Picked it up in a day. So it's one of those tricks you can pick up, you can throw it in a line. It's quite a handy trick and stuff like that. Personally, I quite enjoy just throwing it out here and there. Sometimes like people are impressed by it, probably not really. But if you learned something and enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'm gonna go skate because I've got a new girl deck. I'm gonna test this out and see how it goes because I just swapped it out, and it's gonna be 14-inch wheelbase with benches, which I've never tried before, so hopefully that goes alright, and I will catch you guys in another video soon. Peace.